Dear students, in this video we will learn the conceptual knowledge related to probability. So first of all, we will start with certain terms that we come across in this chapter. We always listen what is a random experiment. Random experiment is an experiment that can give more than one result. For example, when we throw a die, there are 6 outcomes. So this will be considered as random experiment. When you are throwing, you don't know what will appear. So the results you cannot predict. That experiment is known as random experiment. Outcomes. The possible results of a random experiment are known as outcome. And then sample space, collection of all the outcomes together. All the outcomes together are called sample space. Then event, each outcome or collection of outcomes is called event. For example, in a throw of single dice, experiment is throwing a dice. Outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these are the results of this experiment. So they are called outcomes. Together, these all results together, when you enclose them in a bracket, together they are all are known as a sample space. So this becomes the sample space. And then children, events in this experiment, the event is getting 1, getting 2, getting 3, getting 4, getting 5, getting 6. As I defined, event is one outcome or collection of outcomes. So if you are taking one outcome at a time, then it is getting 1, getting 2, getting 3, getting 4, getting 5, getting 6. This is all involve all these events involve only one outcome. But if I say getting an even number, so if you are getting 2, that is also an even number. If you are getting 4, that is also an even number. If you are getting 6, that is also an even number. So 3 outcomes are together in it. Therefore, getting an even number is also an event where you will have collection of outcomes. Getting an odd number, that is again an event. Then the formula. The formula used in this chapter, probability of an event. How will you find probability of event? Number of favorable outcomes of the event you are talking about. If you are willing to find out the probability of an event, the number of favorable outcomes of that event divided by total outcomes of that experiment is known as probability of that event. Then if probability of event P of E represents probability of an event, P of E dash, this represents probability of not an event, then children, probability of event and probability of not an event is always 1. Then probability of an event always lies between 0 and 1. The maximum probability is equal to 1 and the minimum probability is always equal to 0. If a probability of an event is 0, we call that this event is an impossible event. For example, if I have thrown a dice and I want you to find the probability of getting 0. So 0 doesn't appear in the throw of a die. So you will not get 0. You will not get 0. That means this is impossible event and therefore its probability is 0. And if I say the probability of an event is 1, then that is always a sure event. For example, if I want you to find out the probability of of a number lying between 0 and 7, lying between 0 and 7. So whenever you will throw a die, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all these numbers lie between 0 and 7. So every time you are getting a favorable outcome, whatever is the result appear on the die, so this event is known as sure event, and therefore its probability is 1. Now children, in this video I will talk about the probability when three coins are tossed together. I will talk about all the events when we throw three coins together, or I can say simultaneously. Simultaneously means together. So when I am throwing three coins together, we will talk about all the possible cases in this experiment. Now children, throwing one die, throwing dice, throwing two dice, all these questions related to one die and two dice you have done in class 9th. So in class 10th you will it will add to your knowledge when you will do all the questions related to three dice. So let me remind you children, let me remind you that outcomes of one coin, when we throw one coin, the outcome is head and tail. And when we throw two coins, what will we do to find out the outcomes? Head and tail is the outcome of the one coin. So I will write it, if I am throwing it two times, I will write it two times. Two times means I have taken two dice. The outcome of one is represented by this orange color, the outcome of the other is represented by this purple color. So in the first die head appears, then in the first die head appears, but the outcome in the second die is represented by head in the second and tail in the second. Then if tail appears in the first, tail appears in the first, in the second head appears and tail appears. The easy way of writing it is whatever is the outcome of the first coin, write it twice. HT, HT. One time write down H and H with it, and the other time write down T and T. And if you want to write down the outcomes of three coins, so what will you do? All the outcomes of two coins you will write two times. Write down outcomes of two dice two times. So H H, H T, T H, T T. These are the four outcomes. These are the four outcomes of these are the four outcomes of two dice. Four outcomes of two dice. These are the four outcomes of two dice. Okay, and then what I did to get the outcomes of three coins, sorry, I use the word dice where I am talking about coin. So I repeat it once again. If I am throwing one coin, it is head and tail. If I am throwing two coins, what will I do? I will write two times the outcomes of first coin. So first coin ke outcomes, first outcomes of the first coin, and then I will once attach head to both, and then I will attach tail to both. Similarly, if I am willing to write outcomes of three coins, I will write all the outcomes of two coins two times. Once I will add head to it, and then I will add T to all. So in this way, I will get all the outcomes of two coins and three coins. So children, So children, let us observe this pattern. If you are throwing one coin, the outcomes are 2. When you have thrown 2 coins, the outcomes are 4. When you have thrown 3 coins, the outcomes are 8. Let us adjust these number of outcomes in the power of 2. So in one coin, it is 2 raised to power 1. If you are throwing 2 coins, it is 2 raised to power number of coin, that is 2. And if you are throwing 3 coin, it is 2 raised to power number of coin, that is 3. So in this way, we are able to guess if we are throwing n number of coins. If we are throwing n number of coins, then number of outcomes when n coins tossed together, it will be 2 raised to power number of coin. Number of coins are n. Therefore, 2 raised to power n. Suppose you have thrown 4 coins, then the outcomes will be 2 raised to power 4. If you have thrown 5 coins, then number of outcomes will be 2 raised to power 5. I hope you are able to understand. Now, we will do the expected questions in case of 3 coins. Now find the probability of getting the following events when 3 coins are tossed simultaneously. What is the probability of getting no head? Getting no head. Children, I would like you to concentrate upon the total number of outcomes. So this is the total number of outcomes. No head appear. No head appear means only this one is the favorable outcome where you are not able to see any head. So this is the favorable no head. Only one case is favorable. Therefore, the probability or in this case is 1 by total 8 outcomes. So 1 by 1 favorable divided by total, that is 8. 1 by 8. Now, what is the probability of getting one head? One head you want to have. So, one head means you will have one head in how many cases? So, one head you will have here in this case, and one head you have here in this case. So, there are 2 favorable outcomes. So, 2 favorable outcomes are there out of total 8. Therefore, the probability of this is 2 by 8. Then probability of getting 2 heads. So, when you have thrown 3 dice, probability of getting 2 heads. 2 heads are appearing in this case. 2 heads are appearing in this case, and 2 heads are appearing in this case. So there are 3 favorable case. That means the probability will be 3 by 8. Now we will get probability of calculate the probability of getting 3 head. That means in all the 3 coins you should have head. In all the 3 coins you should have head. So this is the only favorable case. So 1 upon 8 will be the probability of getting 3 heads, that is 1 by 8. Now we will start with the very important part of this three coins. When 3 coins are tossed, what is the probability of getting at least one head? Children, you need to understand this word at least. At least means less, not less than, at least, not less than one head. At least means not less than one head. One से कम नहीं होना चाहिए. That means more than one and one, both are allowed. More than one and one, both are allowed. More than one. Heads more than one. All the cases are favorable, where you got more than one head. तो more than one head, I would like you to concentrate on no head. No head is one favorable case, and one head has two favorable case. So one head, at least one head, at least one head means more than. So that means out of eight only one is not favorable, where you are getting no head. वन हेड वाले फेवरेबल हो गए और उससे ऊपर वाले भी सारे फेवरेबल हो गए। तो जो वन हेड वाला है, वो नो हेड वाला है, केवल वही हमारे लिए नॉन फेवरेबल हुआ, है ना। मोर देन वन आपको सारे ले लेने हैं, मोर देन वन सारे लेने हैं, मोर देन वन एंड वन दोनों लेने हैं, मोर देन वन एंड वन सारे लेने हैं। दैट मीन्स यू विल लीव ओनली दिस वन, इसमें केवल हेड नहीं आया, वन और वन से ज़्यादा वाले सारे लेने हैं, एटलीस्ट में ज़्यादा वाले। तो एटलीस्ट में ज़्यादा वाले यानी मोर देन वन, यानी वन वाले भी लोगे और वन से ज़्यादा वाले भी लोगे। तो वन वाले भी ले लेने हैं, ये भी लेंगे, ये भी लेंगे, वन वाले भी लेंगे और वन से ज़्यादा वाले भी लेंगे। दैट मीन्स एक्सेप्ट दिस वन, ऑल द 7 cases आर योर फेवरेबल। सो that means in this case at least one head, 7 are your favorable case out of 8 total, therefore the probability is 7/8. Now getting at least 2 head, at least 2 head will include 2 वाले and more than 2 वाले, 2 वाले and more than 2 वाले। तो हमें छोड़ने कौन से हैं, 2 वाला छोड़ देना है, सॉरी 2 वाले लेने हैं, 2 वाले लेने हैं और 2 से बड़े वाले सारे लेने हैं, यानी 2 और 3 वाले आपको लेने हैं। सो लेट अस सी विच आर द केसेस वेयर you have 2 and more than 2, 2 and more than 2, 2 and more than 2. So more than 2, this is more than 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, 2 and more than 2, all are included. So this is 1 not included, no one not included, no one not included, no one not included, 2 and more than 2 both are included. So how many cases? 1 2 3 4 favorable. So this is 4 favorable. Therefore at least 2 is 1/2. Then at the most one head, at the most means 1 से या तो लेस रहोगे या 1 के बराबर होगे, 1 से लेस और इक्वल टू 1। 1 वाले भी सारे फेवरेबल हो गए और 1 के नीचे वाले भी सारे फेवरेबल हो गए, 1 वाले फेवरेबल और 1 के नीचे वाले भी सारे फेवरेबल। गेटिंग? 1 वाले भी फेवरेबल और 1 के नीचे वाले भी सारे फेवरेबल। सो दैट मीन्स 1 भी फेवरेबल और 1 के नीचे वाले भी सारे फेवरेबल। सो 1 वाले फेवरेबल एंड 1 के नीचे वाले भी सब फेवरेबल हो गया। ऑल वन और वन से नीचे वाले। तो वन वाले आपके पास हैं टू केसेस। वन इज दिस, so how many one head cases are there? One head cases are you are doing the case of at the most one. At the most one means वन हो सकता है और वन से नीचे वाले सारे। सो वन और वन से नीचे वाले। सो वन फेवरेबल है, वन फेवरेबल है और वन से नीचे वाले फेवरेबल हैं। सो दिस इज वन वाला फेवरेबल, वन वाला फेवरेबल, वन वाला फेवरेबल और वन से नीचे वाले फेवरेबल। दैट मीन्स यू हैव टोटल 4 केसेस। So here also it will be 4, and this is also at the most one head. This is also 4 heads, 4 by 8. Now getting at the most 2. At the most 2 means 2 हो सकता है और 2 से नीचे वाले सारे होंगे, बट आप 2 से ऊपर नहीं जाएंगे। सो 2 heads and more than 2. 2 heads and more than 2. So 2 heads, 2 से ऊपर तो जाना नहीं है, तो 2 heads, 2 heads, 2 heads और 2 से नीचे वाले फेवरेबल हैं। 2 से नीचे वाले सब फेवरेबल हैं आपके लिए। सो हाउ मेनी केसेस आर देयर? 2 से नीचे वाले सब फेवरेबल हैं। सो हाउ मेनी केसेस आर देयर? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 cases are your favorable cases. 7 by 8. So simple thing that you will remember in at the most. At the most में 2 और most वर्ड है तो नीचे रहना है, 2 और 2 से नीचे, और लीस्ट वर्ड है तो 1 और 1 से ऊपर रहना है, 1 and 1 से ऊपर रहना है। So these are the 2 cases where you have to be very vigilant if it is a case of at least and if it is a case of at the most. So children, that's all for this video.